My laundromat makes over $9,000 in profit per month. To do that, we bring in over $35,000 per month in gross revenue. But only about half of that is self-serve. Our wash and fold service brings in anywhere from $17,000 to $23,000 in gross revenue per month. Having a wash and fold service can make you a ton of money, but if you're not managing it properly and efficiently, then you will not be successful. People are always asking me how I manage mine, so here's how. I use a software called Curbside Laundries. It completely automates everything. It tracks orders, pounds, machines used, new customers, recurring customers, employees, pickup and delivery, everything. And the best part is you can do literally everything from your phone. For example, here's what it looks like when my employees are processing orders, and then here's what it looks like when they're done and the order is ready to be picked up. But this stuff is all pretty standard. What really stood out to me about Curbside Laundries is their reports page. They've got 45 different reports that let you track every single aspect of your business. With the click of a button, you can find out who your most valuable customers are, who your highest producing employee is, as well as your lowest producing employee. You can find out which employee processed which order and what machines they used. But I will say that my favorite report that I use the most often is my gross revenue. Here's my actual gross revenue chart starting May of 2021 when I started using their software. Obviously, summertime is our busy season, but we've managed to increase revenue by at least 40% year over year. Another huge benefit about using Curbside Laundries is that you get to keep your customer list even if you stop using the software. This means that whenever you want, you're able to export your whole customer list and then do whatever you want with the contents. My absolute favorite thing to do with this list is to ask people for Google reviews. When I took over, we only had about 32 reviews, and now we're sitting at over 530 reviews, which is insane. And a lot of it has to do with me sending out mass text messages to my customers flat out asking for a review. I'm not being sponsored or anything, this is just my experience with Curbside, but if you do call them, mention me, and maybe that'll change in the future.
Have you ever wondered how you could get a laundromat for free? Well, me too, because I bought mine for $65,000 on Craigslist. Yes, I know, Craigslist. Sketchy. The owner wanted $125,000, but the place was in terrible shape and half the machines were down, so I negotiated him down to $65,000, rehabbed the joint, fixed all the machines, and now business is booming. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below.
Here's what I did to my laundromat after buying it to increase revenue. First things first, I added a few vending machines. The walls were multicolor, so I painted, added crown molding, and put TVs on every square inch of the laundromat. And then I went to town on fixing all the machines. I converted the lighting from fluorescent to LED. The office area was all exposed, so I built a wall and enclosed it. I replaced the flooring with luxury vinyl plank. And then I went to town on my reviews. On a few of the TVs, I asked my customers to leave me a review, and I have a QR code that links directly to the review page. When I took over this laundromat, we basically had zero online presence other than a Google review page that had about 32 reviews. Fast forward a year and a half and we're now the #1 laundromat in my area. I also had a website built by our wash and fold software company, Curbside Laundries. It's completely search engine optimized, so it ranks very, very well. Back here we used to have arcade games, but they didn't make any money at all, so I took them out and built more storage. It's a small laundromat, so it was worth it. And then here's another TV I have asking people for reviews. I can't stress this enough, reviews are extremely important. Another really big thing I ended up doing to my laundromat is adding mobile payment for all the washers and dryers. People have been using it more and more month over month. I'll post an update soon. Just recently, I added these perforated decals to the front windows. Let me know what you guys think and if you have any questions. I own this laundromat and it makes over $10,000 per month in profit. When I bought it, it was making absolutely no money and it was extremely run down. So I put in about another $25,000 into it to renovate. That included new flooring, paint, fans, lights, TVs, the works. I also fixed all the machines and had this wall built to enclose the office area. Not too shabby if you ask me. At first all the machines were coin only, but I converted them to be able to accept debit and credit as well. And then I had these closets built back here for extra storage. The renovations were great, but the biggest thing I did to increase revenue was increase my Google reviews. When I took over the laundromat, we only had about 32 reviews, and they weren't that great. Fast forward 2 years, and we now have over 520 reviews with a 4.9 star rating. We're by far the highest rated laundromat with the most reviews in the area. My goal is to hit 600 reviews by the end of the year and eventually become the highest rated laundromat in California. washers and dryers. People have been using it more and more month over month. I'll post an update soon. Just recently, I added these perforated decals to the front windows. Let me know what you guys think and if you have any questions.